Hey everyone, and welcome to the RinggitPlus Show. The last 18 months have been devastating for everyone around the world. The global pandemic caused a financial crisis worldwide, and in Malaysia, we saw how it affected businesses, schools, and the jobs of many Malaysians. Our RinggitPlus Malaysian Financial Literacy Survey in 2020 showed that 27% of our respondents realized the importance of having and building an emergency fund. In this year's survey, we found that the top reason for saving money was indeed for emergency. So as we progress into the recovery phase, I'm sure there are certain things that we can do differently that will help us be better prepared financially in the future. And that is why in today's episode, I have RinggitPlus co-founder Hann, who is also a licensed financial planner, to share some financial habits that can help us prepare for emergencies. Hey Hann.
Hi everyone, Han here. I think we can all agree that 2020 was a tough year that surprised us all. Not just financially, but psychologically and socially. That's why I think it's important to be prepared for the things we can control, for example, your finances. So today I want to talk about 5 important financial habits that I think everyone should have to get us more prepared for the next time round.
Awesome. Let's hear more from you.
Firstly, it's about setting financial goals. Don't just make your goals vague or uncertain, make them smart. What do I mean by smart? Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. By making your goals smart, you can increase the likelihood of them actually being achieved.
See what you did there. Sounds like a smart strategy that everyone should try.
Secondly, save money and build a surplus each month. It's really important for you to ensure that your income exceeds your expenses, i.e. having a surplus, each and every month in order to achieve any financial goal that you have. How do we do this? Build a budget, ensure you have the surplus, and pay yourself first each month.
You know, I think many people don't realize how important budgeting really is, and how much more important setting aside some money for savings can really help when something unexpected happens.
That brings us on to the third financial habit, which is to build your emergency funds first with your surplus. Emergency funds are very simple. They're a little bit of money set aside somewhere between 3 to 6 months of your income for exactly that, emergencies, be it car breakdowns, home repairs, or even unemployment. What you don't want is to dip into your retirement savings for emergencies.
Yep, if there was a silver lining to this pandemic, it is actually that Malaysians are realizing how important an emergency fund is.
That's right, Pang. And now on to the fourth thing, which is to regularly assess your investment portfolios. Whether you're a young person needing to take on more investment risk, or slightly older and closer to retirement where you can't take as much risk, you need to regularly check out your portfolios to ensure that you're taking the appropriate amount of risk and return for your investment appetite and financial goal.
You know, one thing I realized when speaking to you and the other licensed financial planners is the different attitudes that you all have towards investing. It's not some hobby or interest, but for you guys, it's an essential part of adult life.
And lastly, a good financial habit to have is to review your insurance coverage regularly. You might have existing coverage already, but it might not be suited to your current circumstances, lifestyle, or even income.
So Han, how often should we review our insurance policies, and when should we consider increasing coverage?
That's a great question, Pang. I get asked this all the time as a licensed financial planner, and my response is very simple. Review it at least once a year, as well as when circumstances change. For example, when you get married, or when you have a child, or when your income changes from your employment.
Awesome. Always great chatting with you, Han. Thank you so much for sharing these tips on how to prepare ourselves financially against emergencies.
You're welcome, Pang.
So as Han mentioned earlier, practicing healthy financial habits can help prepare for any financial emergencies. Having said that, it's also important to assess your financial standing every once in a while so that you know which habits you can either improve or change. If you are curious whether your current financial protection coverage is sufficient, there's an online assessment tool that you can do right now for free. It's called the AIA Financial Health Check, and all you need to do is answer some questions on your current financial standings. After that, you get a pretty comprehensive review of your protection coverage. So I've done the assessment, and it looks like there are some areas for me to improve. You see here, it shows that my current medical coverage is quite low compared to people with a similar demographic profile. I'll probably have to have a chat with my agent after this. But as you can see, the other areas of coverage are pretty good. My life coverage is higher than other people like me, and I also have a similar protection range for critical illnesses and personal accidents. Anyway, the 5 tips Hann has shared earlier would definitely help you instill healthy financial habits so you can be better prepared for unexpected times in the future. For those who have not started, I hope this episode will inspire you to start today. And that's it for this episode of the RinggitPlus Show. Stay safe, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one.